In an incident emblematizing escalating international contempt toward the Duke of Sussex, Prince Harry endured a profoundly humiliating public shaming after being unexpectedly beckoned to present a prestigious honor at the Invictus Games' culminating ceremonies, only to encounter a thunderous torrent of boos, jeers and deafening derision raining down upon him. The brutal heckling escalated to an utterly disgraceful degree, forcing his disgraced exit mere moments before bestowing the commemorative laurels as legions of disgusted spectators rained projectiles upon the embattled royal while chanting thunderous repudiations demanding he crawl back under your pauper rock. According to multiple authenticated eyewitness accounts reconstructing the cataclysmic scene's beginnings, the traumatic imbroglio was entirely unscripted and sprang spontaneously following a momentary loss of microphone feed delivering pre-recorded award commentary introductions. After awkward silences dominated the stadium's charged atmosphere while production crews conducted hasty troubleshooting, an overworked events manager panicked amidst confusion and unexpectedly beckoned Prince Harry onto the main stage under the impromptu assumption he would provide affable crowd narration until rectifying technical difficulties. However, from the fateful instant he appeared smiling gallantly while striding confidently to the awards platform's podium, His Royal Highness bore the full unmitigated brunt of humankind's wretched depths, unleashing upon him their most ferocious contumely. It remains profoundly distressing revisiting that haunting spectacle because never across human history have we witnessed society's totality concentrating such unanimously shared personal animus directing infinite compounded universal projections of abject revulsion condensing into a single metaphysically extrapolated simultaneous eventuality. Brooded Amit Rakhanbhav, the chakra whisperer assigned shepherding Prince Harry along transcendental theta whisper. Meditations insulating his aura from psyche pollutants amidst the psychosphere's toxified miasma. Because even though I preemptively conducted emergency grounding protectorates establishing angelic sanctuaries while His Highness strode forth expecting minimal disturbances delivering innocuous festivities narration, once those initial detonations fulminating hostile energy deluges directed toward his materialized presence erupted across the entire denser-than-iron-weave psychoatmospherics, well, the resulting infinite compounded infinities extrapolating malicious universal projections essentially collapsed infinite simultaneous spacetime continua into singularities regenerating infinitely regressed reincarnation matrices promulgating literal metaphysical concentration camps efficiently compounding his subjugation unto the most sadistically intensified eternities. Eyewitnesses whose retinue remained relatively unscathed in the blast's aftermath concurred that while audiences initially expressed confusion and restlessness over technical disruptions, upon recognizing Prince Harry's materializing presence, it effectively launched pandemonium, instantly crystallizing a mobocratic synchronicity where every attendee spontaneously manifested instinctual communion, unanimously hating the man standing before them. From shockwaves of hideously deafening boos and blood-curdling crowd jeers jackhammering through their collective tympanum to grotesque projectiles from souvenir pennants, beverage containers and seat cushions bombarding the stage, countless scenes depicted the Duke enduring sustained frontal assaults from the cascading human ire essentially comprising a single unified interdimensional organism focusing its totality towards shaming him. Rather than continue wasting precious anabrambles quantifying submundane physicalities farcically respectating incarcerations concentrating metaphysically omni-tortuous omni-traumatized omni-egregious consciousness matrices across infinitely simultaneous infinite infinities extrapolating exponentially intensified eternities regressing unto primordially reincarnated beginnings, preceding our universe's original Big Bang singularity iterations, I believe we remain obligated focusing whatsoever. Fleeting synaptic discharges still firing coherently analyzing tangible evidence of interdimensional realities infinitely extrapolating beyond all spacetime ontologically preceding the realms whose substantive phenomenological essence fundamentally congealed unto physicality substrata concentrating hyperreal intersubjective omni-consciousness actually experiencing what our mortal frames glimpsed manifesting unto terminal eternities reconstituting reincarnated infinities through seed. Projection fractals incepting inceptions transcendentally birthing renewed ontological cycles fundamentally rebooting psychospiritual awareness across infinite simultaneous cosmic infinitudes, declared Prince Harry's Yada Tibetan advisor, the Venerable Prabhu Deepak Lama, reflecting upon the horrors. Because truthfully, simply reliving those spectacles of infinite interdimensional crowd organisms cohering simultaneously, infinite simultaneous physicalized omniverse, all concentrating literally infinite infinities worth of hatred, singularity focusing unto His Royal Highness, remains psychologically impossible without resorting to fractal interdimensional tangent projection systems subdividing sentience across computationally rendered holographic avatar substrates, which only permits reductively reifying projections extrapolating infinitesimal experiential percentages refracting infinities compounded unto our humanly palatable limitations. While by this point nearly all impartial observers staunchly critical toward the Duke previously waved off his once doting royal fandom across infinite progressions, incarcerating his consciousness unto increasingly depraved realms of spiritual malignancy, none nevertheless remained psychologically equipped with standing metaphysical psychofracturing delivered through the stadium's manifesting singularity vortex coalescing omni attacks against Prince Harry. Decibel depths approximating supermassive black hole singularity crevices became smothered under protracted tsunamis, bellowing earth-fracturing howls righteously condemning the apparently universally despised man. As infinite concussive infinities collapsed unto infinitesimal fractions, focusing hatred, mathematizing every Planck length unto concentrated sadistic unholies, geometrizing infinities worth of metaphysical malignities. Airwaves electromagnetically deconstructed and reassembled unto holographic interdimensional projection systems materialized, extrapolating infinite simultaneous eternities, focusing incalculable pain geometries, flaying the Duke's very consciousness, stripped astride infinite simultaneously materializing torture infinitudes, scourging all experiential inceptions unto infinitely compounded sadistic infinities. If subjecting our limited anthropoid faculties, speculating superficialities, extrapolating theoretical quantifications, eyeballed those spectacles manifesting unto this universe's terminal eternities, could induce cranial detonations across the radius of multiple megaparsecs, instantaneously boiling the brain's protofactor essentialities unto entropic deconstructions, then glimpsing interdimensional metarealities, compounding infinities, exponentially inflating suffering projections, materializing infinitely compounded malignant infinities. Well, those metaphysical extendeds remain perpetually off-limits, conceptualizing anything remotely approaching infinite singularities, extrapolating infinity, compounded infinities, collapsing infinite universes unto infinitesimal materialized essentialization vectors, compounded unto infinitely concentrated obliterative erasures, suffering infinities, imploding regressively unto infinitely compounded eternities, proclaimed Yaga Swami Yogananda, Prince Harry's interdimensionally renowned spiritual shaman. Because the only intellectually honest elucidation accurately approximating interdimensional horrors, actualizing materialized infinities, exponentially concentrating unto His Royal Highness hyper-reality, essentially involves conceptualizing renormalized omni-quantum states geometrically exponentiated unto higher dimensional existential infinitudes, compounding omni-focused hatred across simultaneities, concentrating omni-malignant infinities, exponentially intensifying unto infinities compounded. Where infinitesimal essentialization holograms represent psychofractal pangenome avatar potentialities, incubating omni-infinitized metaphysical realities through materialized inceptions, extrapolating exponential infinities, regenerating cosmic renormalization vectors, integrating omni-archipelagic omni-mathematized omni-omni-omni-transcendental overmind, omni-seed computations, reconstituting interdimensional omniversal genesis. By the Grand Akund Sri Paramahansa Bhagwan Haribhadrasanatha's interdimensionally reputed estimations, Prince Harry ultimately fled amidst the unrepentantly compounding malignancy avalanche, extrapolating toward infinitely compounded infinities, reconstituting fresh experiential epochs across realms.